Good morning, everyone. It is December the 23rd, 2016. Time to kick off another trading day, and I really don't look for much to happen today, or we'll get a huge news spike. But I don't think we have news that'll do that. Everybody's already shut down for the Christmas holidays, and you see it in our room too. Today's option expiration for Treasuries, and 10-year 123 even to 123.16 is the point. So we'll look for a close today at 123.08, the mathematical close for option expiration. If there was ever a contract that there is a potential for a short squeeze, it's Treasuries. I mean, they've just been bludgeoned. They've been heavily sold. We do have some news today that could impact the trading. The new home sales plus 580. There was really no news to speak of overnight. Consumer sentiment 98. And Baker Hughes rig count last week was 871. It could be higher as people rush to write off drilling expenses in the 2016 tax year. They front loaded, so quite often you will see the rig count jump to the last week. So the news focus will be new home sales and consumer sentiment. Consumer sentiment can come in higher than forecast. Of late, the housing numbers have been coming in a little bit lower than forecast, so new home sales may be a little lower than forecast. That number is so massaged and cooked, it's hard to know what that one's going to be. So where is resistance? Well, resistance starts at 13.5 to 16. So first sell is 15 to 19. Second sell is 23 to 27. I think we're going to go get stops above these two highs right here. Resistance has been 12 to 16. On the buy side, 4 to 8, buy 1. 29 to 01, buy 2. And based on the option expiration play, you'd have a resting limit sell at 15, or 14.5 to 15, like the rest of the market makers will, and you'll have a resting buy order at 23.01, 23.00 and a half, leaning against these two numbers. Boy, these two little newfie puppies you can't keep your eyes off of them. I mean, they're like all little kids, they're little puppies. They never stop moving, and all of a sudden they just plop. They're asleep for a while. It's like somebody hits a light switch on them and they go down. They're funny to watch. They are puppies, though, and requires a couple of extra get-ups in the middle of the night. But the male, who weighs 46 pounds at 4 months, and the female weighs 38 at 4 months, and the feet and the paws and stuff, you can tell he's going to be a pretty big one. Okay, here we are. First resistance is going to be 8 to 12. So 15 to 19, sell 1, and 23, 27, sell 2. The point today on the 30-year is 148 to 149. And looks like, so a close at 149 would make the market maker, actually 148.5 would make the market maker the most money. But my guess is we'll probably close it at 149 today. On the buy side, real tight range, so 28 to the buck for number 1. So 21.25 buy 1, 13 to 17 buy 2. Gold was up a couple of bucks, or at least it was this morning when I first got up. We'll see if it's still there. So we had last night we were hoping to buy 25s to 27, a little cheap. 30 basically held once again, so 31 to 29 is our buy zone. Followed by 25, 27. You can see we don't have any range, and my guess is we're not going to have much of a trading day in anything. 34, 36, sell 1. 39, 41, sell 2. And you can just tell because, everybody shut their books, the lack of volatility. Nobody really cares a lot. The best opportunity probably comes in crude if somebody gets excited about that. Euro and the yen are up, and again, if anything was going to be liquidated going into the year end, it would be the dollar, profit taking from traders. And that's why we might get something going in the bond and the note today, because the market is heavily short. If I were an institutional money manager, every time we rolled down 25 basis points or rolled up 25 basis points in yield, I'd step up to the plate. You just build ladders is how it's done. Okay, 105 even, sell 1. Maybe as high as 510. And then 105.25, sell 2. On the buy side, 70 to 80, buy 1. 50 by 2. Crude oil. Hope everybody's ready for Christmas. The traffic really hasn't been too bad here in Wichita. Sometimes it's just backed up to the moon, but I haven't seen a lot of that. 52.75, 53, sell 1. 53 and a quarter, 53.50, sell 2. On the buy side, 52 even, 52 and a quarter, buy 1. 51.50, 51.75, buy 2. Got B's behind us. And looking for a move out of this, say 55.65 area. I got to break yesterday's lows to stay short. Yesterday I was feeding the dogs. Of course, the puppies are always at your feet, hoping for something, and I threw a piece of meat to Henry, our 6-year-old male, and I actually 5-year-old, and it was a short round. It didn't quite get there. And the two pups turned to go to it, just bang, and Henry, you could just see his muzzle wrinkle just a little bit, but that low growl came out, and he froze them. They stopped right in their tracks. So they've already been taught a little doggy etiquette at home before they got to us, but it was funny to see, because usually they're just all over Henry and everything else, and he backs away. He doesn't really pay a lot of attention to them. But he's not ugly about it either, but when it came to food, the growl came out, and they knew what to do. Okay, here we are in the E-mini. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take it a little bit lower early in the session, and then rally into the close. If I had to guess the place where we're going to close today, it'd be 57.58. I think the bias is still to the upside, but a new record high close at the year end is also a possibility. Rarely, but every now and then it will sell on Christmas Eve. But the year-end rally is more certain than the Christmas rally is. So we'll see if we get it. I still like the long side. I think we're headed up. 55 is support. So stops below the Globex low, 53.55. Buy one. Lean against this low. Then 49.51. Buy two. On the sell side, 59 to 61. That is resistance in 64.66. My inclination is to be long, but I don't have any problem selling it early in the session either. Okay, it'll take a bit to get stuff up and posted. Yesterday on the workout with my knee, they want me to keep my leg elevated as much as possible today. So, as opposed to sitting at the screen, I'm going to take some downtime and get the leg up in the air, and then we're going to bring the new computer up today and try the new configuration sometime this morning. So we'll be ready to go on January the 3rd, and it will take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on it. I'll be back with you as soon as possible.